Hello, I created a small application that basically I use the role-based authentication and use some other technologies like EGS in order to create a dynamic HTML. I use CSS and Node.js Express Auth technologies in order to make this application. These are my basically endpoints and login page basically, and these are the structure of my files. I created two different folders, one for the front, one for the back end, and separate my front end with the back ends. After I configured my setting in the Auth websites, I configured it on my env file, as you can see here, and I also created route folder and router files in order to handle all the requests. EGS technology used to render the server-side objects, basically. And I created also a public folder to use for my static files, like CSS and images as well. I'm going to demonstrate you what would happen. Here is the login page. I try to access to my endpoints. And as you see in the terminal, it shows false because I haven't used my username and password yet. So now the user tried to access to the API endpoints, and as you can see here, it says login to dev blah 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 express app.v2. Since I create my username and password and configured that, I'm gonna go with the Google authentication method to access to my page, as you can see on the screen. In this application, I just want to give some access to some users. For example, if the user is admin, I'm gonna give him or her the whole access to some specific endpoints or to all the endpoints, for example. Or if the user is a kind of, let's say, regular user or employee, I don't want to give access to, for example, to the admin page. Here, as you can see in the screen, it asks for the user to enter their credentials, and since I already configured it through my Google without O, it's gonna access to my authentication and to see if I am the authenticated user or not. As soon as you receive the authenticated value, it passes to the routers as well. This is my routers, as you can see here. And I also make some of my endpoints private and also public as well. If it's public, everybody can be able to access to it, and if it's private, just a specific user who has access, who are able to see the page, basically. This is my profile, and all of these values, as you will see it, these are all used EJS technologies. These are not hard-coded here. And those are based on my Those are located on my base.ejs to show the profile picture from my Google account, my names, and also to check if I am a verified user or not. There you go. This is showing my email address here. From line 26, I use this EJS to represent my information from line 26 to line almost 40, 39. It shows all of these values dynamically. It says you are logged in, welcome message, email address, and verified users. This is my home page basically. If I'm gonna go to my admin page, since I am an admin user, I can be able to access my admin page as well, and it shows, hey, you are successfully authenticated, basically. So as I said, I configured the router to see if the user is authenticated or not. And as you can see in the terminal, it says true because I successfully connect to the web page. And it basically create a token, and I would like to show you the token. And here, as you can see in the terminal, the token is created, and after a few seconds we will see a message that says, hey, you are successfully authenticated. There you go. We access to the admin page since I'm an admin, and it says authentication succeed. And this is the token I'm talking about. I would like to make a copy of the token and go to the jwt.io in order to decode this token. There you go. We go to this website and we will see the role based, which I already defined it here. And there you go. This is my token. This is encoded, and this technology basically converted the JSON files and encode that. And the C shows that it has a permission, and the scope is OpenID profile even, and this is a read message as well. So I also make this website responsive, and as you can see, and I use JS again to make a hamburger menu. as you can see here. The computer is so slow. And here also is the mobile friendly. I use a pure JavaScript and CSS. I haven't used any framework in this application. As you can see, this is an iPhone 5 SE with the width and height. So I'm gonna go to another one, iPhone 7, 8.